Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and I am not here for sixth period today. You do have a test. Excuse me, not a test. It's a quiz. And your Mastery Connect code is located right here. But before you do the quiz, I want to go over a few things that you need to know. All right, you will be putting your answers into Mastery Connect and then show your work on the problems. For the ones where it asks for a random sample, we'll talk about those in a little bit, but you don't have to write your answer choice down for the problems there. Okay, so the first two problems deal with the proportion. And what you're going to have to do is set it up as part to total. So here are some notes. Proportion, a part to total situation. Let's say that I am wanting to pull, this is a class, just one class at the school. It's a small, we'll say it's a preschool because they're doing favorite colors. And in this class, two kids liked yellow. Well, the part that liked yellow is 2. And in the sample, the total people in the sample is 10. Now, we want to go from this sample to see how many of the 200 kids in the school had yellow as their favorite color. Well, 200 is the total. This is your mystery number. We'll call it X. Now, this one is pretty easy. You don't have to do your cross products and divide. You can just say, oh, 10 times 20 is 200. 2 times 20 is 40. Your mystery answer is 40. Now, if you didn't know how to do that, you would take 10 times x equals 2 times 200, divide both sides by 10, and you would get x equals 40 for that problem. So that's how you're going to do the problems when it asks for a proportion, or it indicates that you want to use a proportion. Then another problem that you're going to have, there are two problems that talk about the mean absolute deviation. Now, the mean is the hint to one of your questions. The mean, you have to find the mean of the data set. Then you find the difference between the mean and every item in the data set. You can use your notes and your book to do this. You can even call it up on your Chromebook on how to do mean absolute deviation. And you get all of the differences between each data point, and then you add them together and divide just like you do for a mean, and that gives you your mean absolute deviation. The larger the mean, mean absolute deviation, the greater the spread. That means the distance between the mean and each unit. The smaller the mean deviation, the mean absolute deviation, the smaller of the distance there is between, or it's called the smaller the spread for the distance between the mean and each item in the list. Then one other item I'd like to go over is interquartile range. You should have notes of this on yesterday's worksheet. It was on yesterday's worksheet. And what do? It's Q3 minus Q1. It's the size of the box in a box plot. So in yesterday's worksheet, I have here a box plot. All right. In this box plot, the IQR is this number minus this number, Q1 and Q3, the distance between those two. Again, it tells you the size of the box in a box plot. So in this problem, Q3 is 16, Q1 is 10, 16 minus 10 is 6. 6 is your IQR, interquartile range. All right, let's go back to the answer sheet. Questions 1 and 2, proportions. 3 and 4 deal with different types of samples. I think they both are random samples. You can look up in your math book during the quiz. If you don't know what a random sample is, please look it up. Number 5, it looks like is another proportion. Number 6, they want you to find a median. Number 7, they want to find the mean. Do not round your answer. It wants an exact answer. Mean absolute deviation. In number 8, do not choose the second or the third answer, or I should say choice. Well, do not choose the second or third answer choice. On that, they're the same, and neither one of them is the correct answer. So just don't choose it. It's either the first or the fourth one is the correct answer for number 8. Number 9, an IQR question, and number 10, another mean absolute deviation. Good luck on your quiz. Once you're finished, do reflex. Have a great weekend.